Hello everybody, this is the Love Yourself Guru and welcome to the Love Yourself TV and welcome to day 3 of the Guru's Ramadan 2022 series. And for today, the word that we're going to use today is words. We're going to look at the power of words, God willing. And I really think as humans, we take words very lightly and we don't realize the power of words. And because when we talk, you can't actually see. So when I'm talking now, you can't see the words coming out of my mouth, but really every word I'm using, every word you use, be it positive, be it negative, is actually painting, God willing, your reality and painting your future. And words are so powerful. They can either make a relationship or they could break a relationship. Same thing with yourself, with the relationship with yourself. You can either make a relationship with yourself by using nice words, or if you're criticizing yourself, you actually break that relationship between you and yourself. When you're talking to your creator, when you're praying, you're using words. When you're reading the Quran, Kareem, you're reading your creator's words. Words are so powerful. And you know how words are powerful. Let's say if somebody said something to you, okay, that was really nice, and then years later, every time you remember what that person said, you just get this feeling of happiness and you're content, even though it's not happened, it happened before, you still get that feeling of being happy and content. Same thing, if somebody says something horrible to you, till the day that honestly, to your last days, you'll remember those words and they'll spark the same anger inside of you. That is the power of words. And there was a Japanese a scientist and writer, God rest his soul. He was called Dr. Emoto, and he studied the power of words on water, because human beings we consist of 70% of water. So he wanted to know how words affect us. And what he did is he got these water vials, like these droplets of water, and he exposed these droplets of water to different words or different music or even sometimes different religions. And then what he did was he froze that water to see what they would look like. And what he found was the words crystallized. So the beautiful positive words made amazing crystals, and the negative words would just look very scary. And so his argument that the words that we use actually create our reality and affect us in ways that we can't even imagine. So let's bring this all back to Ramadan. Why is Ramadan words? Why have I brought words into this Ramadan series? Well, because when we start fasting in Ramadan, this is why Ramadan is so beautiful. Ramadan is like a boot camp. And so it's like retraining your soul and reflecting on your life and doing things differently. And words, we start to use words differently in Ramadan, don't we? So for instance, when you're fasting, we all know that talking about people or backbiting, or it's no use fasting all day and then backbiting. The probability of your fasting being accepted is quite low, and only God knows. But you know, you're not meant to backbite or talk about people when you're fasting. So let's say, for instance, your sister or your friend phones you in Ramadan and they say, they have a hot piece of gossip, and you say, oh no, not now, not in Ramadan, I want my fasting to be accepted. Yes, I'm not going to talk about anybody. So you don't talk about anybody. So automatically the amount of negative words that you use decrease, don't they? And so then the negative, these negative words that fill your environment decrease, so there's more space for positive words. So you start to use more positive words. You start to say words like, well, thank God, or you start to look at people's good qualities, and you start to talk about people's good qualities. So the way you abstain from using not very nice negative words or backbiting in Ramadan, and then you either don't say anything or you replace it with good words, and that automatically cleanses your soul, and you feel so much better because now you're in line, you're in tune with your soul. You are using words the way they should be used. Either say something good or don't say anything at all. That's how words should be used. Words should be used to make, not break. Another way in Ramadan that we use words is that we spend more time reading our Creator's words, reading Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's word. We actually make the time to read the Quran every day, and we try to finish the Quran so our eyes are at peace because they're looking at our Creator's words. Our soul is at peace because we are reading and we're reflecting on our Creator's words. And that's why Ramadan is so beautiful, is because we have a different relationship with words. Number one is we use our words carefully, and we try to use positive words, and we don't use words in vain, and we don't talk about people. We don't just use words for the sake of using words, and we use words in a positive way. And number two, we're reciting and we're reflecting more on our Creator's words, on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words, which just ends up with really cleansing and purifying the soul and putting you in a happy state. We actually live in Ramadan in regards to words the way we should live. So that is my little talk on words, and I hope and I pray that, please God, after Ramadan, it's just not a habit in Ramadan. So after Ramadan, we use words in the same way. We look at, God willing, the amount of positive and negative words that we use, and really try to eliminate negative words and integrate more positive words into our life and start using more positive words, because the more you use positive words, the more, God willing, that will be your reality, because like attracts like. So that's really important. And we also, please God, after Ramadan, please God, we really start to not just in Ramadan read the Quran and read Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words, but we also give joy to our eyes and give joy to our soul with connecting with our Creator by reading His words and reflecting on in His words. I love you loads. Have a brilliant, beautiful, amazing day full of beautiful words and peace and prosperity.